Hi, hello, and welcome back to Read, Watch and Talk. I got some free time and I thought that why not make this full-scale video for all of you. This video, as you might have understood from the thumbnail and the title, it's different. It's different from all the other videos that I've done, and consciously or unconsciously, I've always tried to keep myself away from this one discussion. But I thought that why not, because a certain someone, when I had posted this question sticker on my Instagram story from RWT's Instagram page, a certain someone, I wouldn't take her name, but she's my dear friend, she posted a question, and this kind of like sums up the reply to her question. So let's get into the video. So today we're talking about something which nobody tells you when you choose English as your subject in college. Final discussion is going to be academia. That romantic dream of being a professor, writing research papers, sipping coffee in a library, and being surrounded by ideas and theories always. As my friend asked me this question about my take on it being a very unstable career field, career path, I would be very honest and say that yes, the dream is definitely beautiful, the dream is definitely worth achieving, but the dream is also scary. You know how to approach it in the right way, it probably might help you, but then again, it's always dependent on certain other external factors as well. Let's be very honest. If you do not know where you're walking into when you're walking into this field, this path of academia or pursuing academia, and not just English but any subject, it might hit you like a surprise exam. So you must be prepared like the scholar you want to be, and also like a proper strategist. To begin with, you start studying English, you fall in love with literature, and then one day you decide, I want to teach. And not just teach, I want to teach full-scale college or university students. I want to become a professor. And then what happens? Reality hits hard. So basically, there are around hundreds and thousands of people completing their masters, their MPhil or PhDs every year. But the number of permanent academic positions, so few that it feels like winning a lottery where the ticket price costs almost 10 years of your life. So now that we have understood this idea, let's just deconstruct the ideas or the reasons behind these particular things that I just stated. Reason one is the academic bottleneck. Academia is often seen as a pyramid. And the majority of us as students, scholars, academicians, we are at the base of it. And the ones at the top, handful, very few, honestly, they have had their shares of struggles as well. Reason two can be lack of funding and also over-dependence on temporary contractual jobs. You finished your PhD and then you're just stuck in year-long part-time teaching gigs. Some of these part-time teachers actually teach more than full-timers and still get paid relevantly low. Reason three can be, and to some extent I do sometimes believe it, it can be that academia is more like publish or perish. Academia is going to make you feel like that if you have not published yet, it's a big loss for you. I understand the idea of publishing, because publishing, presenting, all of them makes your circle grow, your networking gets better. Reason four can be somewhat controversial, but then there's no structured progression. Promotion as a term cannot be used in academia as it is often used in corporate sectors. It's never like assistant professor, associate professor, professor. Rather, the whole setup is going to be changed and it might look like assistant, conference, research assistant, panic attack, back to assistant. So now you understand the whole thing about why I'm trying to say that I understand that it's not unstable, but again, it is not in a very balanced position. At this point, I am equally disturbed. I am equally, worried about this entire structure that I'm going to be a part of in a few days' time. Now, let's see how we can actually try to be in a better positions when career or, future paths are concerned. A few things that I have learned from my mentors, my seniors, who have given me this, not just advice, but a part of the experience they have shared. So I thought, why not just share it with you as well? Number one being build very transferable skill. Yes, learn academic writing, but also include editing, digital content writing, SEO writing, publishing, so on and so forth. Why? Because these might as well turn out to be your plan B, plan C, and plan D when your initial plan A of academia fails, which I am sure it won't. Number two is try presenting or publishing not early, but try taking your time to understand what these fears mean. Like, for example, I have the experience of presenting my papers since the last 2 years, but I have not yet gone into the publishing spheres because I'll be very honest, I have not yet submitted my papers for publication yet. There are things which you need to know because presentation and publication very different. But let's be honest, publishing is not a race. Like, for example, somebody who has published like 3 articles already, so you have to publish 5 that is not correct, because publishing actually helps you get into that sphere. So just build a network. What I'm trying to mean technically is that attend literature conferences, attend spaces where your field is talked and discussed about, and try to build that network around you. Also stay grounded to the reality. Try to understand what the recent trends of your subject is. Now, number 3, and it's going to be my favorite, is start teaching. Officially or unofficially. I am a teacher for the last 2.5 years, and yeah, a home tutor. But that has given me a lot of confidence. Why? I will tell you. If you want to be in the sphere where you want to impart your knowledge to kids, you have to understand their mindsets. Teaching is not easy. You do not come to this profession because you think, okay, I'll teach because being a doctor or being an engineer was very difficult. No. Teaching is not easy. When you're being a professor, when you're going out to a class filled with around 100 students and you're giving a lecture, you need to know who you are and you need to know how to do it, like how to slay it. Number 5 is that financial planning is not optional. Start early. This is something that you should start early. You should know your needs, you should know what you have, you should know where to get the remaining from, and even if you need like a side hustle to survive, you should know where to place it, how to place it, and how much to do with it. You should know all of these things. Technically, what I want to say is that after everything, money is the end result, right? So you should know how that money has to be acquired. You should know how to plan that money. Learn to understand when it's not working anymore. In academia, what happens, it takes a lot of time. When you've completed your NET, you have cracked it, you have gotten that fellowship, that's where the journey starts. That's where your actual patience is tested. So if you're right now in your undergraduate days and you think, oh my God, when will this hustle end? And in your masters, and you think, okay, 2 saal masters karke to khatam hi ho jayega hustle. No. If you're in academia, if you're going to be in academia, it's going to take a lot of time. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, till you finally become the professor that you have dreamt of. So learn to say or learn to understand when it's not working anymore. If it's not working for you, you definitely should get out of it, because there's no point in grinding behind something that you're not liking. Last and final advice or strategy to like deal with all of this academic stress is build your academic tribe. Find people with the same problem as you. If you're crying alone about your subject, it's better that you cry with 4 other people. You're sharing your pain, you're sharing your dukh dat peera with that person, and that person might as well understand because that person is facing the same thing. And with that, I want to say that always find somebody who has that experience. Find a mentor for yourself. I am glad that I have found that mentor in my life. I have found that senior. I have found that experienced person who can tell me, okay, this particular thing you're doing is not right. You should now focus on this. Your paper should now look like this. If you're presenting, it should be this. If you're publishing, it should be that. So you need somebody who can actually guide you to the right path. You have to take people's help. And by people, I mean experienced people, not anybody who comes from your neighborhood and says, beta, English karke kya hoga? No. No. That won't work. Before I end, I'm just going to tell you that I am not here to scare you. I'm here to just tell you something or certain things which I wish someone had told me before I started. But hey, better late than never, right? You're just starting out college and you've taken up English honors with the dream that you will pursue academics. This is for you. The grind is going to be difficult. The hustle is going to be stronger and stronger with time. But you need to understand that it will take a lot of patience from your side. And by patience, I do not only mean nights and nights of studying. I also mean a lot of mental stress, frustration. When you will see your peers going around, working, earning more than you probably. So yes, it will definitely tempt you. But if you love it, you'll be there for it. So bye-bye. I will see you in some other video. Till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Read, Watch and Talk. I am so sorry for being so inconsistent lately. Lit Talk is going to come up soon. More videos are going to come up because I have a hell lot number of ideas in my brain, but I'm not just able to process it all because I am very busy at this point. So I hope July will go like this, but in August, we'll bounce back stronger. Bye-bye.